Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. And this week's Fool is Sir Edward Leigh. Poor Sir Edward struggles with reality at the best of times, but he really does struggle with the issue of immigration. Now, you're going to hear first from the government minister who's responding to a previous question about this issue, and then you're going to hear from Sir Edward, who's going to unfortunately make a bit of a fool of himself.
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much indeed. Look, my right honourable friend is absolutely right to draw attention to this question. People smuggling is a wicked and vicious activity that puts lives at risk. Indeed, a young family tragically drowned in the Channel last autumn. We are prosecuting people who are involved in people smuggling. Since the beginning of 2020, there have been 65 prosecutions related to small boat crossings for those people facilitating that sort of activity. We are now explicitly going after the people that drive these boats, and our objective is to prosecute as many of those wicked facilitators as we can get our hands on.
Okay, so that makes sense. The government want to prosecute as many people smugglers as possible, deal with this issue in this way. These people are facilitating this trade, in a sense, this smuggling of people into the country, and the government want to deal with that. Okay, let's hear what Sir Edward had to say.
Sir Edward.
Does the Minister recognise the public anger at us being made fools of in this? Border Force is little more than a taxi service for illegal migrants.
For illegal migrants. So, I'm struggling with the term illegal migrants. They're migrants. So if you're calling them illegal, they've obviously committed some sort of crime. What crime have they committed? Because it's not illegal to arrive in the UK. Once again, what crime have they committed? Because what we're looking at here is asylum seekers. So people cross the sea, they arrive in the UK, and then they claim asylum. Now the asylum process begins, their claim is dealt with, and then they are either accepted or rejected. If they're rejected, they are deported generally. If they are accepted, then they fall into another system, and then that continues. But what crime has been committed here?
It's ridiculous. So will the Minister assure me that he will use his powers under the 1971 Immigration Act to arrest all illegal immigrants?
So arrest illegal, arrest people. When you arrest someone, you suspect them of a crime. So, for example, if a policeman or policewoman sees me trying to open the window of a building, they think I'm trying to break into that building, they can arrest me. On what grounds would these people be arrested?
Put them in detention.
Why? What crime have they... So you're arresting somebody who hasn't committed a crime, and you're putting them into detention.
Prosecute them.
Prosecute them for what?
Imprison them.
Imprison them for what? Remember, he's saying that he wants the government to take people who have not committed any crime and put them in prison and punish them. Now, I know the UK government used to do this, but I thought that had gone out of fashion.
And deport them so that we can...
And then deport them. So you take people who have not committed a crime, punish them, put them in prison, and then deport them. At what stage does a deportation take place? Do you keep them there for like a month, a week, 6 months, a year? How long? Who decides how long they stay in detention for a crime that doesn't exist? Just because you don't like them doesn't mean that you can say that they are quote-unquote illegal.
Stop this horrible trade dead in its tracks.
This is quite embarrassing. Unfortunately, you can see on the screen here Priti Patel, who's nodding in agreement. So I'm not going to go any further, but this is our Fool of the Week, Sir Edward Leigh, who doesn't understand reality, doesn't understand immigration, and would be very happy to see people locked up for not committing a crime. I'll see you next time for our next Fool of the Week. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?